Judith S. Cañete, and I will discuss the definition of recursion. So, what is recursion? The technique of making a function call itself is known as recursion. This strategy allows you to break down complex difficulties into smaller, easier to solve problems. Recursion might be a difficult concept to understand. Experimenting with it is the greatest method to discover out how it works. So, let's have an example for recursion. Recursion. Adding two numbers together is easier to do, but adding a range of numbers is more complicated. In the following example, recursion is used to add range of number together by breaking it into a simple task of adding two numbers. Example, we will use recursion to add all of the numbers up to 10. So this is the example code. When the sum function is called, it adds parameter k to the sum of all numbers smaller than k and returns the result. When k becomes 0, the function just returns 0. When running the program, follow this step. Since the function doesn't call itself k is 0, the program stops there and returns the result.
Hi, my name is Andrew D. Saguilot, and I will discuss the advantages of recursion. So these are the advantages of recursion. First, it can reduce time complexity. Recursion is better at tree traversal, and recursion adds clarity and reduces the time needed to write and debug code. So I have an example here, but let me first discuss the two different approach. We have recursion and iteration. So both of these are repetitive process that repeat a certain process until a certain condition is met. So etong dalawang to pwede siyang gamitin or same lang sila ng output. Pero ano nga ba yung mas magandang gamitin? So the example is we need to write a program to calculate the factorial of a number. As you can see, there's a declared variable res, which represent result and initialized number of 1. After that, we have a while loop, and the while loop run until n is not equals to 0. At dito, sa loob merong res is equals to res into n. Pagtapos nyan, dinecrement natin yung value ng n, and as you can see, ito yung magka-calculate ng factorial of n. And after nun, i-return yung result sa main function natin and print yung result ng factorial ng 5. So same lang din siya dito sa recursion. Pero makikita nyo naman na kung ano yung pagkakaiba nila. So dito sa recursion, mas malinaw, mas clarify, and mas pinaikli lang yung lines na ginamit. So ayan yung kinagandahan at yung advantage ng recursion. Mas mapaikli niya yung ating codes.
The top 10 disadvantages of recursion. Number 1. Recursive functions are generally slower than non-recursive functions. Number 2. It may require a lot of memory space to hold intermediate results on the system stack. Number 3. Hard to analyze or understand the code. Number 4. It is no more efficient in terms of space and time complexity. Number 5. The computer may run out of memory if the recursive calls are not properly checked. Number 6. Recursive solution is always logical and is very difficult to trace. Number 7. In recursive, we must have an if statement somewhere to force the function to return without the recursive call being executed. Otherwise, the function will never return. Number 8. A recursive function must definitely have a condition that exists from calling a function again. Number 9. Hence, there must be a condition that calls the function itself that condition is true. Number 10. If the condition is false then, it will exit from the loop of calling itself again.
In this video, magbibigay ako ng Java recursion example at i-explain ko yung algorithm nito. Ito yung Java recursion example natin. Tapos irarun ko muna. Kung mapapansin natin na yung system is nag-print siya ng 5 high and isang done. Ngayon naman, explain ko yung algorithm na ito. Step 1. In main method, call the method say hi. Ito yung main method natin. Makikita natin dito na kinol niya yung method na say hi with parameter 5. Step 2. Print done if num is equal to 0. Yung value ng num natin is 5. Kasi ito yung nilagay natin parameter dito sa say hi. Dahil yung num natin is not equal to 0, hindi siya magpiprint ng done. Step 3. If no, go to else and print hi. Dito sa else, magpiprint tayo ng hi. Next step, step 4. Num will decrement by 1. Bali yung value ng num natin is mag-decrement by 1. Kaya yung magiging value ng num natin is 4. Step 5. Call the method say hi. Sa loob ng method niya, kinol niya rin yung sarili niyang method. Ibig sabihin, mag-uulit lang yung process. Kaya magkatanong ulit yung system kung yung number is equal to 0. Dahil yung value ng num natin is equal to 4, hindi pa rin siya 0. Kaya hindi pa rin siya mag-print ng done. Kaya pupunta ulit siya dito sa else. Ipiprint niya yung hi ulit and mag-decrement ulit siya by 1. Kaya yung num natin is value niya na is 0. Tapos i-call niya ulit yung method niya. Mag-uulit lang yung process hanggang sa yung num is maging equal to 0. Pag nag-equal siya sa 0, magpiprint yung system ng done at hindi niya natatawagan ulit yung yung method niya. Doon na tapos yung code.
Hi, I'm Christian Bulilan at ang part na ituturo ko sa inyo ay ang recursion flowchart. Meron ako ditong nakahandang halimbawa ng recursion program kung saan makikita natin kung paano mag-input ng number at ang lalabas na output ay magiging reverse number. Ang una natin gagawin ay mag-iisip tayo ng number na gusto natin ilagay sa code para makita natin ang output. Pag nakaisip na tayo ng number ay insert natin to sa console para makita natin kung gumana ang code na meron tayo. Ang halimbawa na number na ibibigay natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Tulad ng nakikita natin ngayon, from 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, yung reverse of number 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ngayon nakita natin na gumagana ito, ay pupunta naman tayo sa ating flowchart. Dito naman ay ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano yung flowchart ng recursion from start to end. Dito ang nakalagay ay integer n, na ang output ay enter a number to be reversed. Dito natin ilalagay ang number na gusto natin ma-reverse. Tulad na lang dito sa console, ito yung tinutukoy natin dyan na integer n. Sa susunod na step naman ay ang input n, kung saan ang output ay ang reverse number na nilagay natin sa first output. Dito naman yung tinutukoy sa input n. At ito ang recursion flowchart. Salamat.